Welcome back. We left off as Greykov fled from the window of Heavy Hands' bedroom, trying to kill him in the night, unsuccessfully thus far, but having pierced him with an arrow as he escaped. Heavy Hands called out to Pops, saying that Greykov was causing trouble, before trying to open the window a bit further to see if he could climb out through it. Oh.
Well, while he's trying to climb out the window, I'm going to shoot another arrow at him.
The crowd, you lord of the bad choices.
Okay. So his action is going to be to try and open the window, see if it fits through. Your action, have another shot.
How far away is he actually?
How far away did you run?
Well, I would have crossed the street and perhaps gone up an alley a bit and ducked behind something, so kind of thinking like 50, 60 feet away.
Yeah, sounds right.
Can I shoot him again?
Shoot him in the kneecap.
You can certainly try.
Am I still hidden?
Yeah, if you haven't moved since last time you shot him. He's seen the vicinity, like he knows the direction of where you are, but he can't see you.
22 to hit.
22 hits.
11 damage.
You pierce him this time right in the fucking eye. Right in the eye. This makes him stagger back. The window slams shut. You don't see any more from that window.
I'm going to bail.
The window in the room next door pops open.
Bailing. Dash. I'm going to try and run sort of in the direction of our tavern.
Are you trying to run?
The inn.
Are you running out in the open?
No, like through alleys and all that kind of stuff.
Okay. You hear a click of a crossbow being released, but you hear it clank off a wall, some like 25 feet behind you.
Yep. I will keep running and dash as well. Till my lungs hurt, and then if I'm not back at the tavern the inn by then, I will hide. So basically, I'll run for like a good minute or so, and then and it's snowing, isn't it? And there's footprints and everything.
Yes?
Is that right? Yeah, that's right. Yep. No, I'm just going to keep going all the way back to the...
No, that's okay. You managed to, through the shadows and the lead you had, or jumpstart you had, you managed to find your way back to the Wolf's Pelt Inn. Checking over your shoulder quite frequently, you don't see any pursuers trying to follow you.
Cool. Oh dear. I will sneak under the bed of Beatrice and Impa.
Under the bed.
And just sleep there.
Okay.
For like 4 hours of rest though.
Okay. Okay, so all right. So you managed to get back into exactly what you said, hiding under a bed, underneath Impa. Or Beatrice, your pick. The rest of the night passes.
The foot of the bed. No, underneath.
Morning comes, and while you're a little bit groggy and slow to wake up, you all manage to find yourself awake. I meant to say roused, but not aroused.
That's canon now every morning.
It's the name of the episode, Aroused at Dawn.
Aroused at Dawn, part 2 of the episode. Aroused at Dawn. First part of the episode, poor decisions.
Heading downstairs, you're offered breakfast by Theodore.
Are we going to gloss over the fact that he crawls out from under the bed?
Yeah. In part, it'd be interesting, like, it probably just like would grab the scruff and be like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
I didn't have a bed.
Beatrice paid for it. Beatrice, and I like move him like so he's facing Beatrice. Does he always do this?
Only when he makes poor decisions. What have you done?
What did you do?
If I didn't already have a few enemies, I definitely do now.
Oh, Joey. Attempted murder is what that sounds like. Or you tried to break in and steal someone else's stuff and failed.
Okay, I will prepare some nice spells for today then.
You're offered breakfast, and you hear, I think it's Theodore. I want to get my names right. Theobald, cooking in the kitchen. Josie comes out, his wife, is like, breakfast for everyone. It's part of the accommodation costs. You're welcome to have some delicious, freshly imported porridge.
Do you have bacon?
This food that doesn't have
Unfortunately not. It's one of those luxuries we used to be able to get our hands on, but not for about a year or so we've been able to get any bacon.
Tolbert just reaches into his jacket. He's like, anyone want a bit of carrot for the porridge? Nope, just me. All right, no dramas.
Excellent.
What was her name? Sorry, I missed it.
Josie.
Josie.
And as you're sitting there having your hot, cold, and just right porridge, there is a knock at the door. Josie hurries over to answer it. Before you hear a short exchange, or the mumbles of some short exchange, she turns and faces you all with a rolled up piece of paper and just says, "There's a message for you. It's from the speaker's messenger." And she hands it to whoever takes it. Impa takes it.
I'll grab it.
You read, "Your affairs this evening past have not gone unnoticed. My sources tell me you have a lust for blood, which surprises me given who you are. I trust that when we meet today, you'll be free of this taste for blood and will be more amiable towards political matters. Please meet me at my secondary office directly behind Luskan Arms. It may not appear much, but I find that is where my mind does its best work. It is quiet and free from distraction and wandering eyes. Leave your rage and your weapons at the door. We'll have no need of them for our discussion. Tea and biscuits for you and your friends await you at mid-morning. My associate will await your arrival to welcome you."
Oh.
That sounds like a trap.
I forgot, yes, that we promised to talk about trade between Bremen and Targos with the speaker. Yes, he wants to meet with us. He says no weapons, but I'm sure. Well, Greykov, you seem to be able to hide things on your body. I don't know. You're a rogue, yes?
Oh, yes. Not sure if I will attend. Not sure yet.
Oh, someone made poor choices.
What is up? You seem a little bit disquieted this morning. and you were
Yeah.
sleeping under our bed. Are you okay?
Well, I think I told you of these my old gang members, and I was concerned that they would perhaps rat me out to whoever was looking for us all.
Yes, no, I dealt with him last night quite thoroughly in the fight pits. I think he got the message. There wasn't any need for follow-up, yes?
Um,
DM, my passive perception is like 1,000. Can I tell Gregor he's lying at this stage, or
You can roll an insight check, man.
well, I did follow up last night.
Oh,
Turns out you didn't take all the steam out of him. I think I got him pretty good.
Oh, so you took him out totally of the equation? Like he's not going to bother us or his associates?
Probably not.
that's
That's less than reassuring.
Well, no, his associates are very much probably on the lookout for me.
oh, Gregor.
I was identified.
How many associates do
Ah.
you have here?
2 at least.
Oh, okay. So
That explains.
Poppy McElf face, and then what was the other one?
I didn't see or catch his name.
Ah.
Sound like a big guy. Can't fit completely on a couch. His leg would keep falling off. So he's pretty big.
What the fuck are you on about?
Could I deduce who that was from my history, or
No. What did your roll perception was?
Pretty high.
22 or 24 or something?
Oh, give me a history check as well.
History.
You didn't quite get a very good look at him at all. But
I
no,
got a 3.
you can't tell.
Some guy. Probably not very good at fighting.
Oh, like you, man.
He was
I-
supposed to sleep.
I don't want to tell you what to do, Greykov, but I think the wisest choice would for us not to be split up in case they come seeking vengeance.
He could
We,
hide under
we,
the
we
bed
can.
again.
No, I don't want him to do that again. Like, what if I was naked, or Beatrice was naked, or we were naked? No.
Carly comes down and joins you all for breakfast, feeling quite refreshed. And
Oh
Happy
shit!
to
You're
see
still
you.
here.
Impa, I've been here the whole time. It's you guys who have been out all night. How was your night? Did you have a good time? Was it fun?
It was alright.
Whoa,
It was bloody.
Zane, you look like you're a bit worse for wear this morning.
I had a bit too much to drink. Found out a set of stairs.
Right. Yeah. Okay. All right. So what are we doing today, team?
Oh, we were going to
Spring a trap.
Spring the trap.
or talk with somebody about possible trade relations between Targos and Bremen.
Yeah.
It's very interesting. It's like the entirety of the Phantom Menace. It's exactly what kids want to watch.
Do you think we can head off to Lonelywood soon?
Sounds like a plan.
I have a feeling that by the end of the day, we probably will have to.
Oh,
I just noting a second that messenger bird dragon didn't actually make it to its target. We don't believe a second one has been sent. Couldn't we just send a message back to Bremen going, coup imminent, evil forces in whatever this place is, like, deal with that and then move on, and that's kind of like someone else's problem.
Well, no, see, my family still lives in Bremen, so
Can't
I
you just
would
move
prefer.
them?
God, your family's just, they just tie you down, make things difficult. God. No, we could write them a letter to send off. I don't have. I've been practicing. Like, I know that there is something that I can use to send word straight away in 25 words or less, but I'm not there just yet.
Ah. Hmm.
But we should probably send words.
We should.
I think it's like,
Yeah, we should.
Do something.
I don't really feel that we're in any kind of position to be negotiating trade deals for a town that we're not in charge of, and most of us
No.
live in.
It was more so that we could get him alone and we could speak with him and find out more information.
Do you truly
Yeah.
believe he's going to be alone at this meeting?
I also don't particularly like the implied or read between the lines meanings in his letter. I don't know. It reeks very heavily of walking straight into a trap.
Oh, next best thing to do is spring the trap.
Yes, if you know it's a trap, can you truly be trapped?
Well, yes.
By
You're
going
just
in.
knowledgeable and trapped.
Hmm. What if some of us stay outside whilst the meeting take place? That way we can still have weapons.
Or we could go in guns blazing and capture him. But then, oh no, that could be bad because then we'd have the entire town against us because he's the town speaker.
Oh, he's so in league with the tieflings.
Hmm.
So he's in league with the tieflings, which are in league with the Frostmaiden, we assume.
Mm.
And he's like hella corrupt and is rigging the supposedly random life lottery that they have. Which is why the tavern keeper wasn't worried about his time being up. Because he just slips him money on the side.
Makes sense.
We could appear that we are friendly and then capture him, get him to reveal his misdeeds, and then they could be proclaimed to the town, and we could arrest him, but also gather the information we need.
Impa, I'm very good at doing things in the wild and turning into a big ass wolf, but I'm not very good at interrogating people. Are you good at interrogating people?
I could intimidate him a little bit.
Once upon a time, I was.
Well, if we want to get answers, we're gonna have to be very persuasive or very intimidating.
I mean, I find that a mace to the knee can usually convince people to tell the truth.
I want to know how that he was only here for 3 months and then he got elected. That doesn't really sound like something that small communities generally do. And I kind of feel like you'd have some kind of magic backing him up.
Josie comes around and collects all your bowls and things. It's like, oh, can I get anyone a lemon tea?
I'd love one, thanks, Josie. 11 tea. Could I like a double though, like a really strong one? Maybe you could tell us a little bit about the town speaker. We were just chatting. Seems odd that he would be elected town speaker after such a short amount of time. What was the story there?
He came into town. He said all the right words. He schmoozed all the right people, and before we even knew it, he was elected town speaker. The other speaker, Gandro, was happy to step aside. I don't think he ever felt that role was for him.
Who exactly did he schmooze? Who's the right people?
Usually the business people in town. He came to speak to us, I remember at one point, and he actually made a fairly sizable donation to us renovating this place.
Oh, okay. Very well.
And since then, has he been a benevolent speaker?
I don't think so. I mean, sure, the town has seen better days, but hasn't all of Icewind Dale, to be honest?
Do you feel compelled in any other way other than money to... Like, did you feel like you were what am I trying to say? Like, unreasonably, or like you were very quick to warm to him, just like with the money factor taken out of the equation?
You can see she has a bit of a smirk on her face. And she starts saying, well, actually... And Theobald, you can hear him in the background going, sort of grunting and turning away. And she says, oh, he's actually a really charming gentleman. Have you met him yet?
I did.
Unfortunately.
Can Impa roll an insight check on her? Just because she knows of magic. She does magic herself. She knows what spells she's capable of and what they can do in the regards to making people do what you want them to do.
Okay.
She do like an insight check to see if it's like gets the feeling that it is like this guy's come in, done like the whammy on people to get what he wants essentially.
Make an insight check.
Objectively, how attractive was he, Jeremy? Like,
He's a pretty sharp-looking dude.
0 out of 10. Like, where are we going on the
yeah.
scale?
Oh, I'm going to say an 8.5.
That's a natural 20. That's a natural 20 on that insight check. And there's the Thomas.
There's Thomas.
There it is.
You can really tell that she's not necessarily giving you the whole truth. She's feeling a little bit protective of something.
We promise that we are not here to disrupt your way of life, your business. But if there's anything that we should know before we meet with him later today, please tell us. It's for the good of all of Icewind Dale.
And she just says, it's nice of you to say that. Just be mindful that he knows much more than you might think.
About
He has
what?
about a great many things. He has eyes and ears all over the region.
Interesting.
How would you know that?
A strong tea, was it, Tolwyn, my dear?
Very, very strong. Thanks, my dear.
Fantastic.
What deflection?
While this is happening, DM, can I go up to like the windows on like all four corners of the building and just like look out and see if I can see anyone
Yeah.
that I recognize, or
Give me a perception check.
looking at the place for too long? Come on, it is a
Nice.
19.
19. It's not until the third window you reach, that comes after 2, where you see a figure that looked like the same kind of size and build as the one you saw on the couch, just sort of walking off down the street to the west, no, to the east.
I slit his throat. Now I'll head back to where everyone is and kind of hang out near the front door and see if there's a window or something near the front door. Just sit there and make sure that no one's waiting for us out front.
Mm-hmm. sure.
You might not be able to see that. It's kind of like I would be indicating to my companions we should be careful what we're trying to say out loud in public because nowhere is safe. Because he's got spies everywhere.
Or you tell them loads of crap.
Or we tell them lots of crap. Either way, Zane, I do like that. Let's just tell them all the filthy, dirty lies.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Is there anything else I can get for you this morning? Will you be staying with us again this evening?
How many nights do they pay for?
Just the
wouldn't
one.
Not too bad here.
Just
The
the
one. I cannot afford extended stay.
Okay. Well, stick around as long as you like. I'm happy to keep bringing the lemon teas, strong or otherwise. And yeah, make yourselves at home. And she takes up the empty cups and plates and things and heads back to the kitchen. And you hear her kind of murmuring to Theobald in the kitchen.
Ooh.
Does it sound heated?
No.
Is there
Someone's being told off, or like
Make a perception check.
is there artwork on the walls or anything interesting around the room to look at?
Nothing
I'm just
that
trying to
really...
look for an excuse to get up and get closer without trying to make it possible.
There is artwork on the walls. I mean, you wouldn't consider it fine art or anything. It's like pretty crude looking paintings of sea and of some fish and so on.
That's fine. That'll do it.
Yeah.
I
What
want
was,
to get closer.
okay, what was your perception
it's
roll?
a solid,
Yeah,
solid 5.
they are definitely murmuring.
And probably shifting around a lot of pots and pans. And
Yeah, exactly.
can't hear
I'm
shit.
gonna try and edge closer to here, Jeremy.
Okay. Okay. As you kind of stand up and sort of make your way around the room slowly, like casual like. Give me a perception check.
All right. Come on, not suck
Can they
it.
leave the room?
They went to the kitchen.
Well, no one's ever seen you yet.
It's a 16.
With your 16, you just hear her mumbling something quietly under her breath. But she's cut off by Theobald. Josie, not here, not now. And she goes quiet.
Back it. Sort of make my way back to Grey Curve and go, that'd be a good... That would be some information that would be good to tell. That husband and wife, I think, would be good to listen in on to. I think they know a lot more than what they're willing to tell us. You know, maybe you follow someone and not try to stab them to death.
And if you need some help, if you let me know what you're doing, I can give you a little D4 to help you.
Well,
Also do the same.
I guess. I mean, I could see if I can listen in a bit closer now, or do we do what we are going to do?
That'll be another time.
Another
They're not going to do it here.
Quick question for Dan: is the floor like? Is it a slab? Like is it on the ground, or is it like a
It's the floor
building on like
ground.
stilts?
It's on stilts.
like-
yeah,
it's on
otherwise the
stilts.
place would be buried.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's it. Okay. I'd be very interested to go down and have a look down there and look for tracks to see if anyone followed me last night.
Hang on.
Oh, underneath the building.
Oh, no, it's a ground level place. I mean, sorry, it's 2 stories.
Oh, sorry.
But it's
Cool.
not raised. It's like it's on foundations, maybe like 2 foot.
That's good. Because I was thinking when I was lying under the bed, I was like thinking that someone could like stab me from underneath if it was like on stilts and like floorboards. But I think we were upstairs. Anyway.
Yeah.
Cool. No, I'm just gonna keep looking out for threats. What do
The
we do?
morning moves on. And what would you like to do?
All right, we going to see the speaker. Yes, Jorgen, you seem to be very talkative. Maybe you should lead this. Jorgen, your tail just went very bushy when I said that. Do you not like that, Jorgen?
I do remember the speaker did distinctly smell of dog. You know, I can understand Jorgen not wanting to lead this.
Yes, of course.
Politics is not my strong suit.
Well,
Politics with
I don't-
swords, on the other hand, different story.
I mean, maybe we have, like, maybe two of us go in to do the talking, the rest on backup. Maybe we pick the smartest and the most talky.
Don't know if that's me.
I'm not very talky. Oh, I'm very talky, but not in the way that gets us places with people.
+1.
+1 to my persuasion.
And -1 on my charisma.
Yeah. So
Ah,
I have a -1 to my charisma, but I do have a +1 persuasion.
I think we just all go.
I
Spring the trap. If it is one.
Spring the trap. Okay, we will.
I mean,
Tali pipes up. You guys are talking about things which aren't traveling to Lonelywood, and that's fine. Like I'm just tagging along for a free ride, but the words you are all using, I'm just gonna stay here and review my notes, if that's okay.
That's
probably a good idea.
We'll definitely
Yeah.
get to Lonelywood at some point, but let's just worry about something else first. and
as I said.
take-
As I said, maybe by the end of the day we may need to leave town for Lonelywood.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. I'll spend some time this morning just maybe going to whatever markets I can find and just get us whatever provisions I can.
Sure, that sounds like a good idea. Here,
Yeah.
here's one gold.
Bacon.
Oh, thank you.
Bacon sounds good, and I don't give her any gold.
Okay, so you all make your way towards the house behind the Luskan Arms.
Yes, we do.
I have a
Keeping
bad.
an eye out for the orc dude that I beat the shit out of last night.
Mm-hmm. Whoever's looking out, give me a perception check.
I will be looking out, but I don't know.
I will also keep an eye out.
No, I'm definitely keeping an eye out.
Not much of
I
one,
mean,
but
we're
I'd say
totally keeping an eye out because no one wants you to die, and we don't want to get ambushed if we're traveling with you.
Tobin rolled a 22 in
Rolled
there.
a 7 on my perception.
So about half of you see in the opposite direction to where you're heading, and just up the street, maybe 60, 70 feet, or as far as like your eyes can kind of make out in the lightly falling snow, just this hulking green figure accompanied by a smaller pale person, and just making their way into
Making my way.
another room, another house. About 60 feet away, or whatever I said before.
Like up the street from us.
In the opposite direction. So
other
if you guys
direction.
are walking now south, they're heading, you just saw them sort of turn the corner up to the northwest.
What's the gate? Does like the big green guy look a little bit worse for wear?
Yeah, he's looking a little bit like bandaged up, and a bit like, from what you can make out, he's holding his midsection. But they go into one of the houses up there, and the door closes behind them out of sight. As you continue heading, as you
Not
can,
the same house.
not the same house that you were in before. As you continue walking down towards the directions to Luskan, behind it, You can eventually start to make out Greykov. You'll recognize this person as the tiefling. You see a dark red skin person with thick fur covered by some solid armor. And they're just standing in front of one particular house right behind Alaskan Arms. As you approach...
Yes, Greykov. What?
That is the guy that was in the house of the speaker. That is him.
Very well.
It's just coincidence.
That's not what it is.
We
That is
We-
trouble, is what
Oh,
well, we should have a plan. Maybe when someone says attack, we all attack.
Well, I have burning hands.
I have. Oh no, your hands don't look like they're burning. They
No,
actually
yes,
feel
they're
kind of cold. You need
so this is we'll
hippo
go,
blushes.
we'll go in peacefully, and then when someone says a particular word, which we'll have to come up with, that will have to be super unique, we will then do the attacks.
Yes. What if we somehow work carrots into the conversation, and then once that is done, we all attack. This is the best because also Dave isn't in this conversation right now because he's off screen. So he will bring up carrots at some point, and someone will attack, not knowing. But yes, I think when we say carrots, we if it's working through a conversation, maybe the carrots come home to roost, and then
Maybe carrots is not really a good safe word.
maybe
Somehow I agree
cabbage.
with this.
Maybe something
Eventually
completely
we'll just
random
have
like
pineapples. Previously.
pineapples, buttercup.
Pineapples. Pineapples could work because it's very odd to bring up pineapples in a conversation
Yes.
here this far north.
And it creates quite a prickly kind of situation.
Mm.
As you get closer, you can make out that this tiefling standing guard in front of this house, he's over 6 foot tall. He's tall even though he's in deep snow. When you get close enough, he turns and sees you all approaching, and he's like, "Ah, you made it. Thank you for coming. Speaker Max Ildenar is expecting you. Come in, come in, come in." And he opens the door behind him and lets you all walk in.
And you
Oh,
So
are...
did you say this is the same house that
Can't say we've
we
met.
assume heavy hands?
No, this is so.
That's
No, that's a completely different part of town. This is the house directly behind the Luskan Arms in the southeast part of town. My name, dear, is Scarth.
Garth. That's
Garth.
And you are?
interesting name.
Beatrice. It's not common to find your folk around here. Interesting that you've partnered up with a mere mortal, but a lowly speaker. One would have thought you'd have grander ambitions.
Oh, Beatrice, that's too soon. Like, we've only just met, and you're causing me. It sounds like insults so early.
Oh,
I find friendship with Speaker Max Ildenar. We've been traveling together for some time before we arrived here. He helps me, and we keep each other company, and I help him.
what kind of help could he provide one such as yourself? You have ties to such great places.
Not all of us have ties to great places. Some of us may have foregone those ties. But look, it's not about me, this conversation you're all here welcome to have. Speaker Max Ildenar is waiting for you down the hall.
Oh, truly, you are the more fascinating one in all of this.
We get a
The fact that she
general
named
warning.
Sorry, one at a time?
You go,
Dan and I think are asking the same thing, but the fact that she name dropped Beatrice by name, is that a power move? Like the subtle, I know who you all are?
No,
Or
Beatrice
is it
just introduced
expected
herself.
that they with no names.
Ah. No,
All right.
that's not
I'm
what I
gonna
was
mic
gonna-
drop and
I
go to
was-
bed, guys.
I was going to get a vibe check on Scarf, just like the demeanor, just like read whatever I can off of them.
Make an insight check.
Even like whatever weapons they're carrying, which might lead me to believe what their proficiencies may be or where they may lie. With a big fat 14.
You asked a lot of questions then. What is it that's run through? What are you trying to check for? What's the
Oh, yeah.
main thing you're trying to check for?
An insight. I want to assess. So essentially, like I'm reading them to find out, their general intention towards us, as well as potential dangers that they may pose, whether
Gotcha.
through means of battle.
Gotcha. I gotcha. So you can see that there are 2 swords hanging from Scarth, plus a crossbow attached to their back, all currently sheathed and hilted. What you pick up with your 14 is that they're just very excited to see you. Like, overly enthusiastic.
Seek
And as do you all start to enter, or are you still sort of standing out the front?
Yeah,
I
I will.
Is
I
there
will position myself with Jorgen between me and the tiefling.
We're gonna have to be giving up our weapons at some point, right?
Shh! Don't remind the DM.
No, I hadn't forgotten. Yeah, so as you all enter, Jorgen just ahead of Impa, they're holding the door open for you as you all go in.
Is there any kind of sense of like arcana or runes or anything on this door or building?
Or general dread.
You can make a perception check if you like. While you're
boding.
walking in, you're having a good scan around. As you walk past Impa,
That's a 10.
it catches your eye, and their grin just seems to get bigger.
It's very suspicious, and I don't want to go in this goddamn building.
Detect magic.
Detect magic?
Yeah.
Give me the pen.
Is that a 10-minute? Is that a ritual? Or are you casting it just as a spell?
I think this is a spell. Yes, it's a spell.
Okay. Nothing registers.
Okay. I'll walk in.
And what I will do as soon as if we get out of sight of this person, I'm gonna be as soon as we're out of sight and there's no one else around, I'm gonna take out a little vial from my components pouch, and I'm going to sprinkle some holy water on Beatrice, Jorgen, and Tolben, and I'm going to cast Bless on the 3 of them. Because that lasts for a minute at least. So the next minute will be safe.
Okay, as you all walk in, Scarth closes the door behind you and is inside with you. And they say, as instructed, if you could just leave your weapons with me, I will put them very safely in this chest here. And you may have them
thanks.
again on your departure. It's merely a show of goodwill towards Speaker Maxildanar, who means no ill harm to you.
And what about your weapons?
Is that
I am the Speaker's bodyguard, so to speak, sir. It is
We
my
have no
job to
weapons?
carry weapons.
I am her bodyguard.
does that chest have a lock on it? Like a visible lock?
It does.
What
And-
if one was their own weapon?
What if one was their own weapon? Well,
I don't fancy getting in the box.
I think what she's trying to say is it sort of defeats the purpose if some of us have spells and some of us have weapons when others don't.
Look, my instruction was to remove your weapons and put them in this chest. You are welcome to keep the key once it's locked. I do not want your weapons. I'm just here to keep the speaker safe.
I don't like
Insight check.
Hey, to the party. Like, is this
Okay,
the
nah.
time when we start
7.
saying pineapple?
Thank God.
I don't like it when his face says that he's not trustworthy.
Yeah, with your 20, you can pick up that it feels like Scarth knows that something else is up. For sure.
Perhaps
Tolwyn, you hear some commotion at the end of the hallway, like a chair moving, and looking up to the end of the hallway, you can see the flicker of some kind of light up there. Could be torchlight, could be firelight, for example.
Hmm.
You don't mean
To
to
the,
keep the speaker waiting, do you?
Well, Tolwyn takes out his Schmidtma and hands it over and throws it in there and grabs old mate around the shoulders and kind of says, "Well, let's head down. I'll put theirs in as well. Come on." I try and distract him and get him to walk with me down towards where the sound came from.
Distract who?
Old mate who's just asked us to put our weapons in there. I put my weapon in, then try and grab him around the shoulders to be like, "Let's go down the hallway."
Okay. They resist. Like you can try and force the issue, but they say, no, it's okay. So my job is to stay at the front should any other visitors arrive and want to wait in line after you to speak with Speaker Max Sildinar.
How many people come and speak with the speaker on average per day?
Oh, very, very few, Beatrice. It is by invitation only. Otherwise...
Well, then you would always know if someone else was going to come and speak to him, would you not?
My role right now is to guard this place with Speaker Max Sildinar at the end of the hallway. This is my job. I'm at the front until he leaves. I don't know the intricacies of his diary.
Can I quickly just cast a hot second whilst they're discussing this? Can I just quickly just cast Detect Evil and Good?
Yep, it's a pretty subtle thing to cast.
That's verbal and semantic, so I assume
Okay.
whilst he's being distracted, I can. Just very
Under the
quietly.
breath.
Just I just feel like hubba. Just sense any aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead within 30 feet, as well as where the creature is located. And similarly, if anything within 30 feet has been magically consecrated or desecrated, and it can penetrate. It can penetrate most barriers. Just
That shows up nothing. There are nothing that spell picks up around Fae, Fiend, Undead, Aberration, Celestial, etc., etc. Zane, I did forget something. Your Detect Magic spell before caught a faint glow at the other end of the hallway in whatever room lies beyond. Seemed like it was at waist height and a fairly small glow.
Interesting. Small glow that's up the hallway. How would I tell the rest of the party without sort of giving it away that I know it's there?
Is it the ring that he keeps in his pocket sometimes?
Maybe.
Well, I don't feel like parting with my hunting equipment, so I think I will either go in with it, or if I know how, then I will leave. But let me know if you come across any fruit.
I just stay here with the weapons.
how about we conduct this business outside?
Don't
This is
think
my
that's-
invitation, and I must admit, this is not giving us comfortable vibes. We don't know you. We don't know Speaker Maxwell.
I'm sorry, sir, but in this situation, you are all the outsiders. We do not know you. Speaker Max Ildenar has offered a conversation, a meeting with you all. It's not going to be he who takes your meeting out in the cold. He has welcomed you into the
Right.
warmth of his office.
I say, give us the key. We will, if Greykov does not give up his weapons, I assume he will stay out here. If he will not be permitted past, we drop our weapons, we go in, we have a conversation, see where things happen, and then we go from there.
What's
Fantastic.
the interior
I
of the
will.
room look like?
Oh, s-
Can I put my warhammer, sort of
Hang
tuck
on.
it under my arm, and put my longsword in the chest, as I have put my weapons in?
Give me a sleight of hand check for that. Beatrice, good point. The room you're looking at right now is like a foyer. It's a smallish room. It's got a couple of waiting chairs on either side of it, to the left and right. Think like a doctor's office type thing. Some fairly aged artwork of the harbour in its heyday hang on either wall, and some low lit torches on either wall. But nothing in this room really stands out as being like significant.
Is it like a stone floor or a wooden floor that's raised above the ground?
Same as the other one. So we're looking at small foundations, wooden floor.
If Greykov is going to stay by the weapons chest, or are you being forced outside entirely?
If anyone who doesn't want to part with their weapons must remain in the waiting area here with me.
I got a 15 on my sleight of
15.
hand.
You managed to do that. So if you wanted to hide one thing while you put the other one away,
That's exactly what I did. Cool.
just
just
wanna DM.
Oh, yeah. Go. Now you go.
So, sorry, just for spell stuff. I would not have cast the bless if they were coming in with us,
okay.
and I
Yep.
didn't think I was going to get away with it.
Yeah,
Okay,
I did
cool.
hear you say
Yeah,
if he's
yeah.
not going to be seen, so that's fine.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
I'll say I don't think I'll stay in the waiting room here with our friend here. I think I will maybe get some of the cold air and
Well-
wait for you outside.
Well,
Suit yourself, my friend. He opens the door for you.
Tobin, shall we
Do
go
we
down?
know-
I'm
Let's,
gonna
let's make
walk
a move.
out and then walk away a bit until like the door's closed and make sure there's no window line of sight to me, and
Mhm.
then I'm going to look around to see if there's any people looking. I'm going to see if there's anyone else who's a part of the security detail of this building, and if not, I might make my way around sneakily to a window to look in that room that we're going to be, or my friends are going to be entering.
Okay, give me a perception check, please.
Well, while that's happening,
Hmm.
Beatrice, have you shared that you know Whisper to the rest of the group? Have you used it? Do we know
I've
that it
used it
exists?
before.
Yeah, we've
I used it when we were at the Standing Stones and I was talking to the cultists.
Okay, cool. In which case, I'll say, you say the word, and I'll open the chest and come running.
Okay, so is it my gentleman here is staying in the waiting area? Who is heading down to meet with Speaker Max Ildenar?
You're happy to have me as the weapon that I am, then? I'm happy to.
I'll go and have a chat. So I'll put my mace and my crossbow and my dagger and my other dagger and my fourth dagger.
Cause a
And my
distraction.
great axe.
I actually have it.
Once all your weapons are in there,
I have a dagger.
they lock the chest and hand over the key to someone.
To me.
to you, since you're going to be right there. Okay. Ahead of you is a hallway about 20 feet long. As you begin to journey into this hallway, you notice the tops of the walls all feature ornate wooden carvings of hunters, and warriors, and archers. As you step farther in, you see tiny little archers suddenly move, swiftly drawing their bows. Anyone in the hallway needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
What?
We're being what? I had to take good and evil up as well. It lasts for 10 minutes, DM.
Oh, plus the D4.
It's a mechanical
Yeah.
trap. It doesn't care about good and evil, does it?
No D4 because I didn't cast Bless.
Oh, you didn't cast Bless. Okay, well then I just got
Because
the
I wasn't going to be able to get
22.
I got a
But
5.
why are they attacking if we're invited? Why are they attacking if we're invited? That's a 10.
Okay. So
All-
who?
All
Big-
Jorgen hears is hearing Impus screaming, "Why are they attacking you if they're not invited?" He hasn't said the word pineapple.
So Beatrice rolled a 22. Then we have Zane with a 5. And Impa with a 10. Is that right? Where's Tolman?
And-
Tolman with a
yep.
5.
Tobin got a 5.
Problem with the 5. Yeah.
Okay.
Here's to the 5s.
Team 5.
Holy shit.
You take... That can't be right. Yeah.
What the fuck, DM?
20
Holy
piercing
shit.
damage.
Yeah, that can't be right. What the fuck?
Ow.
Is it split? Like, was
What?
there 4 archers each firing 1 arrow at 1 person?
Is that the roll to hit?
Is it
or
20,
that the
20
roll-
divided by
That's
4?
damage.
Is that the phone number?
We just read this again to make sure it's right, but I think it's right.
Why the fuck are they attacking us?
Tolman's gonna get very angry. With
Yeah.
his 1 HP.
1, 2.
Beatrice takes half of that.
Fucking what?
What?
Shit.
I'm going to send a message back to our good friend Jorgen back at the front, being like, we've been
Fuck.
fucking attacked
Yeah.
by the wall.
Yeah, as Impa passes out because she has
Shot
exactly
arrows
20
at
hit
us,
points.
Jorgen.
Oh,
Help.
shit.
Is anyone down? Like,
I'm down.
Yeah, Impa just
Impa
went
goes
down.
immediately down. Impa just goes,
oh,
fucking
you're
pineapple!
Pineapples?
Who's up?
I am.
Tolman has
myself
1 hit point.
Tolman's
I'm
up.
on 2.
busting
Zane's
the
up.
nearest window to me.
You're sorry. Say again.
I'll probably just bust. Like I hear pineapples, I'm just gonna bust into a window. I look up, go to the nearest window, and see what's going on.
You said you busted. Don't take back.
Okay,
Don't
hold
puss
on.
out.
What's the first thing I can do?
So the way this place is laid out, there's 2 windows. There's a window either side of the door where you were in and out of before.
Yeah.
And then the next window you can see into and see something is round the back of the whole building.
Try to
I gotta start working on my
Uh,
next character. Fuck.
Can I
Yeah,
just quickly
so-
go lay on hands on
I
Impa?
don't know how much time passed and how much walking around the building I would have been able to do. 'Cause
I reckon
did
you
a-
would have. I reckon you give it how long it's taken to get through that hallway and fire those arrows. You'd be able. I'll give you getting around the back of that place. It's not a huge space.
Yeah, all right, I'll bust in that window. It's around the back.
This building is wood, yes?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to cast. How close are we to the the room that we were at?
Fireball!
You're halfway. You're halfway down you're basically in the middle of this 20-foot hallway.
Are there more of these guys?
These are like just the statuette archers decorating the hallway.
They just
I'm
attack
going to-
anyone for no fucking reason.
No, that was no. That was
Where
set.
is
Cast
Where
burning
is-
hands at the ceiling. and
Mhm.
set the fucking house on fire. Grab Impa and start
yeah.
dragging her, hopefully not corpse, back to the waiting room.
That imp is up on 1 HP.
She's on 1 HP.
Yeah.
hit point.
Okay,
Yeah,
well
lay
then
on-
you
I
can
did lay on
drag
hands.
yourself, but I've set the place on fire.
Okay, great.
Where is our good friend, the
The
what's the
tiefling.
name of the race, the tiefling? Yeah.
He's still at the waiting area with you. I mean, this has all just happened right now. So he's like, you can see, he's just watching down the hallway eagerly as the rest of your party start to make their way down. And it's almost like rubbing his hands together, waiting for something to happen. As the trap releases and the arrows fly free, you hear them give out a chuckle. it worked. And then Beatrice stands up and fucking sets the place on fire.
Oh crap!
And you can hear them go, oh, that wasn't supposed to happen. Shit! And draws swords.
I grapple
Okay,
before they try.
give me a grapple roll.
Yeah, this tiefling's about to become the party's fucking pinata.
Yup. Absolutely.
Strength.
Grapple. Fuck. Help me out, team. Where's my thing?
It's an athletics check. Athletics
Athletics,
versus
yep.
athletics.
Athletics versus athletics.
Oh,
Plus 4.
All right.
Actually, I might rage first because I'm cross.
I'm gonna short bow
Yeah.
forces bust through the window. And just
So I'll rage first at the fact that we've just been tricked, and grapple.
Okay. So give me an athletics check.
At advantage because of Rajay. Oh, for fuck's sake, Jorgen. It's a 12.
Just as bad. It's
Against their 9. They start to pull out their sword and then you just get wrapped up by you. It's like, fucking, get off me!
How far away
and I
is
yell-
South?
Hang on,
From
one at a
me.
time. How
How
far
far away
is
is Scarf from me?
what was the order going in the hallway?
probably
would've
Impa
been
than
probably
myself.
Yep.
Yeah,
And then
I would have
Zane.
been probably behind Impa or behind Beatrice.
Okay.
And I think Tolwyn was behind me. If that's right?
Is that right?
Okay, so you've probably taken up a big chunk of the hallway. So distance between you, Zane, and Scarth is probably about 15 feet.
Okay.
I'm gonna do a sacred flame on that fucking tiefling.
I'm holding it.
Hold on, because Greykov has jumped through the window, right? I can just jump in.
Doesn't know what window, but he jumped through a window.
You can see some semblance of light in this grimy old window. As you jump through, give me an athletics check. See if you can just launch yourself through this window.
to acrobatics.
Yep.
24.
Yeah, happy days. You almost do double somersault through this window, sending glass flying everywhere. And as you kind of land there, bow stretch, it's like, ha-ha! You immediately face with 2 armed people who were facing the hallway before, who turn and face you.
Oh fuck!
I'll show you what you see.
Aaron's hesitating, but I don't think he would have. He just launch.
Wait,
Launch
you know what? This is the wrong window. I just go back out.
No, pineapples was cold. I'm just going to launch an arrow at him.
So this is what you see. Once I put your token on the map.
Oh fuck!
This is where we TPK'd. Good campaign.
Okay,
everyone.
This is where they all fucking die.
You
Okay,
could
what's happening?
double
You jump
check.
in.
You're aware of her danger sense.
Is there a map, or is it just a blank kind of map with a grid?
There is blank.
There is a map.
It's
Oh, okay,
Black,
I can't see it.
We just got grey, like with a black outline around the grey.
It might still be loading. It's a pretty chunky map.
Oh, cool.
I just have black.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, you're not on it yet. You won't see anything yet. Weird.
Anyway, can I just launch an arrow at the one to my right? That's maybe-
Yes, absolutely. Have at it.
Are they surprised?
Oh, that's surprised.
100%. They were not expecting someone to flip through the window and them with a bow and arrow.
It was the ha-ha.
Yes!
Yes. Sick.
Yeah, baby.
It's gonna be 1d6 critical hit. Come on. Oh, yeah, because it's oh yeah. 23 damage.
23 damage. Fucking hell. Epic. That guy is definitely not feeling too well after taking that hit.
Oh, that was cool. I can't see the furniture, but I will
You have
duck
to
straight
refresh.
behind a piece of furniture that's right near me, if there is one.
Yes, let me just turn off all the lights. There you go. You should be right
DM,
now.
While you're doing that, DM,
Didn't fix anything, sorry.
while you're doing that, DM, I've got a bail, but Tolbon will be turned into a big ass wolf and attack whatever you think he should be attacking.
Okay, alright, no worries.
I gotta call
Cheers,
it swing
Tolbin.
legs.
Thanks, team.
What? See Tolvin. And Mark.
I gotta jump as well.
Alright.
Yep, see Mark.
Bye, Mark.
Well, after Greykov, is that the end of your action?
That's
Yeah, aside from hiding, or just like ducking behind cover.
Yeah.
And
So when you flip through, you've landed in this large room that was kind of like an old bedroom. So you've landed on your feet on this bed. There's like some furniture scattered around the room. You see an old tattered rug on the floor, cupboard in the corner, and like a desk off to the side as well. So you easily enough can get yourself off that bed and behind a bedside table that's just next to it.
okay. I would
And-
attempt to hide by moving to a different piece of furniture and like breaking my cover to like not breaking my cover, but like moving my position to another piece of cover if I can. It'll probably be a high DC, but I'm just going to make a stealth check with my bonus action to hide anyway.
Okay, sure. I'll let you do that.
Just normal or disadvantage?
No, look, you can get behind this bed and behind these bedside tables, and there's
19.
if you wanted to head anywhere else, I'd probably say at disadvantage because there's not a lot of other furniture up that end of the room.
No, I'll just hide in place.
Okay, you sort of flip back, get behind the bed head, and hide there. Now, with that happen, we will start initiative, but at the same time, we will close our session.
Ah!
So we have for initiative, we have Greykov in a room with two dudes who are waiting for you. We have 4 of you stuck in a hallway, 3 of you and a wolf right now.
And the place is on fire!
The place is on fire, and
And
Scarth is being grappled by Jorgen.
Let's
Jordan?
do these.
And the speaker's
Did-
not even
did-
fucking here.
did my sacred flame get off before
Ah.
the initiative was rolled?
I missed that. What were you trying to do?
I tried to sacred flame the tiefling whilst it was grappled. As I woke up, came to consciousness, and was like, "You fucker," and just
Yeah, I'll let you do that. He's grappled right now by Jorgen. So
okay. We can start that next session.
Okay,
But
yes,
I'll
give me
just
some
write
chance to
that
think
down.
about it. Well, that was a bit of fun.
I hope the speaker likes the taste of murder for breakfast. as in his own murder and his own blood that he'll be, tasting.
What speaker?
Sweet is throat, but not a joke.
Well, what speaker? We don't know if it's the speaker's even there for one thing. Like, Jesus.
Going by the room, I don't think he is.
Oh, he's so dead. He's so dead.
When we find it, and my friends, my old friends, we kill them too. Because
I don't really think you needed to kill them. You just acted very prematurely.
I'm trying to feed off the momentum everybody has for the murder of other
Separate
people.
issues, Greg.
I thought we were just giving them a warning, but then you went and tried to murder someone.
They're
All
really
right.
good friends with the speaker. We should kill them all.
Oh.
All right, everyone. Well, we'll end our session there for the evening. That's episode 8 a wrap. And we'll be back
Oh, damn.
again next Thursday, the 21st? 21st of
Yep,
September.
that'll be 7 days from now.
For episode 9. See if this group of adventurers who have been together for about 3 days can figure out how to get themselves out of this fucking mess. Until then, don't forget you can find us on all the different things by hitting bio.link/ragingrolls. Catch this episode on either YouTube or Patreon in the next couple of days. Stay tuned for that. Obviously, subscribe on YouTube and follow along on the podcast to get notified when those things drop.
Don't forget to sub here on Twitch because it's September and you can save money if you spend money.
You can save money by spending money with a September sub. I like where your head's at. That's a great idea. And
And it's not a sex thing, I found out.
don't forget, join us in the Discord too. Come and join us in the Discord. What? That's good, right? Come and join us in the Discord. I'll put up a bit of a session recap video shortly. That's a bit of fun. And yeah, let's hang out. Until next week, everyone.
Maybe get some
Okay.
predictions going.
Oh, yes. Take some bets.
Yeah.
Take some
Yeah,
bets on a
who's gonna
TPK.
fucking die?
So yeah, until next week, folks. See you then.
Bye.
Bye.
Cheers.